What's a movie you hated so much you stopped watching before it ended? I know who killed me. I walked out of the theater. I was in basic and didn't watch any TV or see any trailers. So my friends telling me there was a Lindsay Lohan movie where she played a stripper back in 2007 made me sure it would be a winner. It was the worst piece of crap I've ever seen and I still have no idea how it ends. She had a twin and she lost her legs at one point, or her twin did. Because she was being kept in a basement and her limbs were being sold on the black market. Then her twin legless was trying to steal her boyfriend. It was confusing and crap. I'd never even heard of this movie, but now I feel compelled to find it and watch it. It sounds next level shitful, and that intrigues me greatly. Aragon. Fuck that movie. The books were a childhood treasure and they completely ruined it. Didn't stick to the plot and basically skipped the part where the audience connects with the characters. I left the theater at 12 years old, ranting. I begged my mom to rent it for me. Spent the entire movie freaking out and pointing out every tiny thing they did wrong. Why is Zarok blue? Why is Arya a redhead? Looking back, I feel had since she probably would have enjoyed the movie, but man, I can't think of a movie made from books that have made me that enraged. Netflix Death Note comes close. I get mad just thinking about it. I was really disappointed because this is one of my favorite series and I would have loved to see good movie adaptations of it. Like with most of these sagas, I feel like it would work better as a miniseries, maybe 2 or 3 hour-long episodes per book, consistent actors, less focus on effects and more on characters, dialogue, and world building. I know there's not as much return for the studios, but when you try to Hollywoodize things and have to cram 400 pages of content into a 90-minute movie, you get what we got with Aragon. That trilogy was all over the media. That movie should have been an easy cash grab with guaranteed sequels for the studio. Heck, despite being what it was, it still made $250 million on a $100 million budget. Imagine if they'd actually tried. Sherlock and Watson with Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly was just the worst. When I saw a showing of Sherlock and Watson, 3 people got up and left. We were in an airplane over the Atlantic at the time. This comment is funnier than the whole movie. 50 Shades of Grey. I went to a Valentine's Day showing with my best friend and it was actually so much fun. Seemed like half the people in the theater went to see to make fun of it. Like audible laughter from the audience at intense/ridiculous moments. Definitely a bad movie though. My friends and I watch the whole trilogy when we get drunk just so we can laugh at it. Second one is the best. You can't go into it thinking it's a romantic movie or it's unbearable. We quote the most ridiculous parts to each other all the time. I don't make love. I fuck. Hard. Me ex drug me to the second one in the theater. She legit thought it was a good date movie, and at the end of it, I had been laughing so hard she was pissed at me for ruining her chance to enjoy it. She drugged you? By the standards of 50 Shades, that's basically romantic. Emoji Movie. I suffered all the way through it on pure incredulity. The movie was so bad that it felt like a parody of itself, and I couldn't believe they were delivering everything with 100% sincerity. I felt like I was waiting for the characters to turn to the camera and make some self-aware joke the whole time, but it never happened. The movie just ended in the most mediocre, predictable way possible and I had wasted my time. Anyway, dab express yourself and play Candy Crush, kids. You actually tried to watch it? Pacific Rim, Uprising. Such a disappointing sequel. I'm at the last airbender levels of denial regarding this movie. As far as I'm concerned it doesn't exist. Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves. The plot was kinda boring and I hate seeing Keanu Reeves in a bad position. I love a YouTube comment when I saw the trailer to that movie. Finally. Porn with a story. Suicide Squad. The first time I watched it, I woke up feeling great, got some food and started watching the movie. I wasn't really liking it all that much, but decided I'd try to push through, because, I really want DC to do good and have good movies. I want to see my DC heroes doing great. Well, I ended up throwing up during the movie and getting a fever, so I shut it off. The second time I tried watching it, a few months later, I got sick again. I threw up 3 times during it and ended up with another fever that lasted almost 3 days. Ever since then I haven't tried. I think it's really important to listen to your body, and my body just fucking hates that movie. Thanks for watching RARXD. And don't forget to subscribe.